Hey y'all, and welcome to this video. So currently I am still sick as fuck and recovering, so I'm so sorry if you can tell. Bear with me because I also had to redo all of this. So I watched Winx Club for the first time in 10 years, 10 whole years, you guys. This was one of the first series that I consistently watched as a kid and remember being super into. I used to make slideshows and school projects about it, but I don't remember much except for the main characters' names and like their outfits, which are super cute, and their powers and their boy toys, of course. Helia, one day you will be mine. But anyway, like holy shit, I'm getting old and this Peter Pan syndrome ain't going nowhere. 10 whole years ago, goddamn. But anyways, I'm gonna recap and reminisce about the first 3 episodes with y'all. So let's get into it and know that this copyright is a bitch. So we start off with that classic, iconic, nostalgic theme song. Like that shit took me back in time so hard. I swear I got whiplash. And don't y'all miss the real theme songs, not those 15-second intro instrumentals, but like the whole ass song. I fucking love this. So episode 1 starts off with Bloom's mom pulling a prank on her and setting off her alarm for school, causing Bloom to frantically get ready until she realizes, oh shit, it's summer break. Like girl, if my mom did that shit to me, we would fight. But you know, they had to get the story rolling. So basically the night before, Bloom went to bed reading a book called Fairies, Myth or Reality. So meta of her. And then it cuts to Bloom's dad reading a newspaper in fucking gibberish, honestly. Bloom starts talking about how she doesn't want to go to the beach for vacation again and how all of her friends go alone on holiday at 16. Girl, at 16, that shit is crazy. After being disappointed about her parents giving her a bike instead of a neat scooter, wow, this time period is giving Zoe 101, like holy shit. We meet some random hoe whose name I don't remember, but she looks like she could be a Bratz doll, so I can't hate too much. She slays, what can I do? Bloom goes to the park with her bunny Kiko, and as soon as she says, stick around me, the action starts. We meet Stella fighting some ugly ogre and red ghouls, but at least she looks like a baddie. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. Instead of running away, Bloom of course stands there and watches. Stella's looking down for the count until the main character moment happens. Bloom says, let go, and then she realizes something that most main characters don't. She ain't special until she realizes, oh wait, she is, which again is very main character of her. Bloom gets the red ghouls off Stella and then explodes. Stella gets her scepter back and looks like God. God is a woman for sure. The monsters leave accepting defeat for now, but Stella is weak, so Bloom takes her home. The ogre reports to 3 girls that I already knew were Icy, Stromy, and Darcy, who very may well be the cause of me possibly being into women, although I'm pretty sure I am. Let's move on. And basically, since that big-ass ogre has snatched some of Bloom's clothes, a hunting troll can now hunt them and track them down. Bloom tells her parents that she saved Stella and that Stella is a fairy, but they don't believe her because, I mean, who would? Let's be real. But I guess fairies don't have to keep secrets because Miss Girl just spilled all the tea to Bloom's parents. Stella told them exactly where they stay and go to school, like what? And then she used her powers in front of them too. Now that I think about it, I don't know if all fairies are like this or honestly if it's just Stella because I mean, it might just be Stella. The reality of all this is finally setting into Bloom like, wow, I really am a fairy. Like, yes, queen. When Stella goes to check out Bloom's room, she said, sorry I'm so nosy. We love a self-aware queen. The training begins, but as you could have guessed, Bloom can't activate her powers because she can't control them yet. So Stella offers her to go to Althea, the fairy school, to learn all about fairies. They go down this bottomless postcard, which is how they go through realms. Honestly, that is so sick, like that's crazy. And then they jump up to get out, which I thought was kind of crazy, but I guess if you're a fairy, you never really have to jump. You can just fly. I don't know. The troll pulls up to the house, and Kiko tried his best to fend them off, but then they...
Let's settle this! Valeria!
If I were you, I'd get ready to lick my wounds, know what I mean?
Mid-fight, Stella says that even though they're outnumbered, it's all good because she called the Specialist the most fine cartoon men ever created. Well, Prince Naveen and Aladdin and Flynn Rider exist, but the Specialists are right after them, I swear. Riven and his cocky ass were the first to get dragged, but then they all soon joined the fight. So I kind of forgot about this, but Brandon was Sky, and Sky was Brandon at one point in time to try to conceal the real Prince Sky's identity, even though we all know damn well that Brandon don't look like no prince. He's still fine though, don't misunderstand, but I mean, come on. Come on.
Now come on now.
Riven and his misogynistic ass acts like the girl should just stay behind them and gets beat again. Like, that's what you get. Then the girls take action and start eating it up. They win and the trolls leave, but when introducing the specialists individually to Bloom, Stella called them their heroes. Girl, let me rewind that shit real quick. Did y'all not get the final blow? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Bloom's parents let her go to Althea, as long as they can come too, and I guess the school is year-round because they mentioned how she has to go back home next summer, but summer break just started? I don't know. It's given Arizona. This time when they go to the magic realm, Stella uses her scepter. I don't know why she didn't just use the postcard. Maybe you can't interact with anything that way. Maybe you need to actually go through the magic dimension and into magics to actually physically be there. There's a barrier preventing her parents from coming through, proving to Bloom that once again she is a fairy, and Stella kind of played Bloom's parents because she let them come knowing that they can't actually go past the barrier because they are non-magical creatures. Kiko was allowed to go through though, so what does that mean? Oh my god, like a score bunny? Oh my god, score bunny best starter. Actually, no, that's my queen. That's Chikorita, but score bunny's great too. But Chikorita, that's my queen. She can't do much, but that's mother. That's my girl. Don't give her that look. I see you looking at her like that. Don't give her that look. Anyway, that's it for episode 1. Cute intro. They pull up to the front entrance and Griselda, the head of discipline, is introduced. I remember her being a bitch so vividly, and then, oh shit, out of fucking nowhere, we get a shot of Tecna. Tecna, what are you doing here, girl? Bloom points out that her name isn't on any type of list, but Stella has a plan.
The Princess of Callista was supposed to come here this year, but she changed her mind for some reason. She gave me a letter to give to the headmistress. I just won't give it to her, that's all.
Then there's an overhead shot with Flora and Musa and then Tecna walking into that frame. The way I never would have caught on or remembered that unless I watched it back after all these years. Holy shit, that's actually kind of crazy.
This school will be your home for the next 5 years.
They go to this school for 5 years? Nah, you gotta be playing. 5 whole fucking years? I don't know, I think I lose my shit. But I mean, then again, this is a magic school, so a magic school is probably 10 times more fun. I'm actually jealous. Then we see why Griselda is always on Stella's ass and why fairies can't use their magic in other areas than the classrooms. Stella done fucked up the potion laboratory, but it's all okay because her rich daddy is going to be paying for all the damages and fixing everything. Then we meet Headmistress Farragonda. Keep slaying, Queen, I love you. Then Stella introduces the 3 schools. Ugh, so iconic.
Magix has 3 schools. Ours is one. There's the Red Fountain School of Specialists. That's where the squad guys go. Finally, there's the Witches School of Cloud Tower.
So all of the 5 soon-to-be main characters share the same apartment. Stella gets her own room while Bloom shares with Flora. Oh my god, with her pretty ass. And then we see Tecna, who, she was alright. And then we meet Musa, who's kind of sassy for real. Girl, take a chill pill.
By the way, before you blow up your room, give us time to duck and cover, okay?
The girls head out on the town to go eat, but when they get off the train, Bloom is hella disappointed. Magix is kind of lame and does not look like how it would in the fairy tales, or at least in her mind. And girl, I feel you. That was me after watching High School Musical and then actually having to go to high school. High school is fucking shitty as hell. It is horrible, and I hated every minute of it. I was so glad to get out that bitch. It was just not for me. I thought the trolls were one and done, but no, they are still trying to track Bloom and Stella down, and I don't remember none of this, by the way. They can go, but they weren't in there much longer, so it's okay, they're about to leave. The troll called up those girls again, and I was fucking right. By their shadows alone, I knew that those were my bitches, my wives. I don't know why, but even as a kid, they were the only villains I semi-supported. The troll tells him he won't fail to take Stella's scepter this time, and my wives finally appear on screen. Oh my god, Icy is so damn sexy. That lipstick shade is everything. But then my girl Darcy, I don't know, something about Darcy just do something to me. And Darcy has the sickest powers. She is so sick. She sees Bloom watching her and then brings her ass out to the front. Darcy don't play. That's my girl, that's queen, that's mother. Watch who you sneaking up on, Bloom. Then we get that iconic meme, that iconic line that I think about all the time.
I am a fairy.
Ha! You call that magic?
Then the witches show Bloom what they're working with, and then Bloom gets her ass frozen until the Winx show up. But they're not actually referred to as the Winx yet, despite the song being played and their transformations happening with that banger song. But oh my god, the sparkles made these outfits so much better. The animators, the design team, I love every single one of you because they was eating it up. This was so good. I would have loved to be in the room when these got created because oh my god, y'all did that. Y'all deserve a crown, bitch. My girls shit on that troll and they win because duh, that's the Winx you fucking with no help from the men this time. Period. We don't need you. Now it's time for the witches to fight the Winx, and I don't know who's the strongest out of the witches in my opinion, although Icy kind of implied that she was. I just think Darcy's powers are so fucking cool, especially in episode 3. Stella makes the Winx disappear before Icy blasts the fuck out of them. Ooh, they was gonna get it. And then Stella was trying to make Bloom feel better by saying that she was brave when Bloom ain't really do nothing. Then the rest of the girls realize some fuck shit is going on because Miss Bloom may know how to fight and she's supposedly a princess. And also Stella called Bloom Bloom. Like, girl, if you claiming you a princess, you should know how to fight a little bit. A little bit. Even the headmistress and Griselda found out that she's from Earth and an imposter, like, ooh bitch, the tea. When they go back to the room, Bloom finally comes up with the name Winx for the group, and for some reason I remember this part so vividly, like, and this shit made my heart so warm, like, this is my childhood, bitch, like, oh my god. And then Stella finally reveals that the witches go by the Trix. When Stella said, what does Winx mean, and Bloom said, I don't know, I feel like the writer said that vicariously through Bloom to the audience because I've always wondered what that means, but no babe, it's just Winx. And that is the end of episode 2. Episode 3. Episode 3 has the Winx in class practicing some simple exercises like changing the color of their hair, but Bloom ain't getting it, so she brings the practice back to the apartment, but she still isn't perfecting it all the way. And then Stella's kind of keying at her flopping, while Flora is being so sweet about it, like, that's my queen and that tube top slays. Then they got Stella dropping some sad shit out of nowhere about bringing us strange lovers back together like her parents, and then they just gloss over that, like, hello? That's why she wants to improve her magic? Holy shit. At tea time, I'm just playing, Faragonda makes an announcement saying that all the students from Red Fountain are going to be pulling up to Alfea tonight for the welcome gala and exchange gift ceremony. So you know what that means. More hetero interactions that I actually love. Y'all, look at Musa, this is my wife for real. The show cuts to the head waitress in Cloud Tower, and basically they announce that they weren't invited to the gala once again, and that their annual tradition for their new students is that they have to go crash the gala. So you already know who's going to be in this episode. The Winx starts showing off their outfits for tonight, and Musa's outfit is the best one. Her outfit is banging. And then they have Tecna say this gay comment like, Tecna, I see you, girl. Fuck Timmy. You don't need Timmy. Fuck Timmy.
Hi, I hear the guys from Red Fountain are really cute.
Guys? As if I care about that.
When they go out shopping, Bloom can't afford any dresses she tries on at the store until she finds a shop with a sale, and girl, I feel that. The Trix show their head waitress the plan to ruin the gala, and it gets approved, and then Bloom finds a dress but can't find the scissors to cut it, so she activates her powers to cut it. Her wrong powers, her fire powers. She set that bitch on fire, and Kiko's screaming killed me. Bloom leaves the room on the hunt for some skizzers and spots the Trix, and like I said before, Darcy has the sickest powers. They all opened up that gift box that Red Fountain gave to Alfea and put a spell on them to turn the eggs that are supposed to bring good luck into rat snakes to spread terror all over. Like, really, rat snakes was the best thing you could think of. Bloom looks for the girls and then rams into cough cough Brandon, who already has a crush on her. He did the classic hand behind the head move thing, like, oh my god, are you serious? You guys don't understand how I'm keying and kicking my feet over here. Like, you don't get it. I love this shit. Bloom finds them and fills the Winx in about what just happened and that how this is only a diversion for them to be able to steal Stella's scepter. And then they form their first circle, which is giving, you know, like, this is what they said versus what it's giving.
What it once was, let it be again. What it once was, let it be again. What it once was.
Escucha las palabras de las brujas, los secretos escondidos en la noche, los antiguos dioses invocamos ahora.
Then Brandon pops out of nowhere and gives his egg, which again was intended to give good luck to the girls at Alfea to, take a guess, Stella, bitch. To Stella? Like, are you kidding me? Like, holy shit, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Flora puts her own spell on one of the eggs to give to the Trix, and then the Trix are made aware that their spell didn't work, but they still plan to steal Stella's ring, which is the scepter. And then Bloom chases after it, and then the girls spot Bloom and they fucking growl. Why did that shit turn me on? They start fighting, you know how it goes, and nobody's power really affects Bloom this time besides Stromy. Like, she was getting her hits in, and now she's hanging off the side of the cliff with Icy about to knock her off, but then Bloom has her first transformation, y'all. She flies up because then she knows Darcy's spells have no effect up there, which is honestly a really cool fact. Icy goes in once again and is able to get the ring, but then they realize that it wasn't a problem at all because the Winx finally got out from the gala, and it turns out Stella's ring was out of sight and out of mind the whole time, so the Trix lose 2 times over, period. Now Bloom is ready for the party after finally finding some scissors, and then you know how it goes. Everyone stops and stares at her because she needs another main character moment. Her dress was kind of cute and everything, it fits her body type and her hair color, but let's never forget that Musa carries every goddamn time. Flora was the one that apparently did the little switcheroo with the egg in the ring before all of this shit even went down. Like, Flora, you are such a baddie. You are a queen. My girl Flora put a fucking duck in that egg that Icy got, and then it imprinted on Icy. It thinks Icy is her mom, and this is just too good. The episode ends with Sky asking Bloom to dance, and then he said this shit like, oh my god, this is so cute.
You won't run away now, will you?
But yeah, this is the end of episode 3, and it was a very cute one, and now I'm jealous because I'll never have that. They just look so cute. Watching these 3 episodes just made me feel like such a kid again, but watching them as an adult honestly hits different because I was only 9 years old, so you know, it didn't really stick with me and I wasn't really getting all the witty comments and stuff. So now as an adult, I'm glad I get to watch it, and best believe I will be watching all of these and making another video about it because this is my shit. So anyway, I'll catch y'all next time.